What's up, YouTube? So, no, I have not dropped videos, not for a minute. Um, just nothing great has come across my sort of desk. I'm not saying I've seen it all, but I've seen it all. And, like, I noticed rainbows drop in this valley, and I made a video about that because I had this, like idea about what rainbows really are, and, why they're light inside, dark outside, and just all this stuff. I might drop that. But anyhow, I have talked about in other videos a lot the Hebrew definitions of words in the Bible, and how the Bible is the only book that I've come across that just keeps giving, just keeps confirming level after level. You can keep digging into just one word, right? In the letters of one word, and it'll confirm all sorts of things throughout the Bible. The whole thing's interconnected. And I've read the other freaking Bibles. I've read the books, right? It's just, basically, it's face value, okay? Become detachment, become nirvana. It's just pretty simple. Like, okay, I'm going to just dissolve my ego. Got it, right? This book is a fascinating movie that we live in this realm, okay? So, for example, I've given this one before, but the name's Adam. Adam, first man, right? And then, well, in this reset, right? Adam, his son was Seth. Next one was Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch. And each of these words has a, most of you know this, all of you probably, has the Hebrew meaning, all right? Methuselah, his death shall bring, which is interesting because this fits into this narrative. But it also fits into the fact that Methuselah, living to be the oldest, when he died, that's when the flood started, okay? His death shall bring, right? So, anyhow, Adam through Noah read in Hebrew meanings. Man appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down teaching. His death shall bring the despairing comfort and rest. Okay, the entire freaking gospel and the meaning of this movie we're in, okay? And the redemption and salvation through this sacrifice, right? It's all right there. And so, okay, the video is about this woman who decoded the word beginning, right? By taking the Hebrew definitions of each letter from right to left, okay? It's for another one is Yod He Vohe. That's Yahweh. Those 4 letters in Hebrew mean behold the hand, behold the nail, okay? And that's the gospel right there. Yahweh, in the name, we also breathe it. Yahweh, Yahweh, in and out, in and out. First thing we say when we're born, Yahweh. Last thing we say, Yahweh. You can't help it, man. You can't help but to sort of pray. So anyhow, John 1 always blew my mind, like just did. Like I was just like, I can't even go there. It's just too heavy. In the beginning was the Word, right? That's Jesus, right? So I'm like, okay, fair enough. God's ways are higher than my ways. Like, I don't know what the luminaries are, right? I don't know what the foundations of the earth are, but I know there's foundations because we're not freaking spinning and all this shit, right? So I'm just taking the word for it here, right? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. He was with God in the beginning, and the Word was God. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. I think we're pretty clear on this. John really is like, repeats it 4 times, okay? The Word created everything. The Word's God. The Word was with God. Says with and separate, mind-blowing, right? In him was life, and in that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it, okay? So Enoch talks about the Son of Man, Son of Man, Son of Man, right? Jesus, Son of Man, right? The light of all mankind. He says himself, I'm the light of the world. Great song by Jorma. I am the light of the world. Google it, check it out. It's a great tune, okay? Anyhow, so this woman does the Hebrew for beginning, and what's freaking cool is that it says, in the beginning was the Word. You can literally read that as inside the very word beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Word. And she finds by decoding the Hebrew of the letters reading right to left, that indeed Jesus is in that word beginning, okay? And this is freaking awesome, and it needs to be out there, and fired me up, so I hope it fires you up. Peace. Enjoy this woman and her work.
In the beginning. Okay, let's pause right there and look at this in Hebrew. The Hebrew word for beginning is this word right here, bereshit. And remember, they read from right to left. So we will break down every letter together. So from right to left, this is the letter Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, and Tav, which spells bereshit, which means beginning. The letter Beit, or B, means tent, and the letter Resh, or R, means the chief, the head chief. Together, BR is read as bar, and together it means son. The letter Aleph is kind of like a vowel, and it means Adonai, so we'll do a heart for God. The letter Shin means to destroy, so it's kind of like, looks like a claw, so that's how I remember it. This character means hand, the letter Yod. And this last character is Tav, which is T, and it means cross or covenant. To summarize, Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, Tav spell Bereshit, which means the beginning, and it's already forming a sentence. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross. But we're not done yet. Earlier, we discussed how Beit and Resh together is pronounced bar, which means son, so there are words within this word. Another one is Shin, Yod, and Tav together. It is read say it, but the English word is thorns. And if you want to look it up, the concordance number is H7898. Next, we have Resh, Aleph, and Shin, which is read as Rosh, and in English, it means head. So just to prove it, we've got Resh, Aleph, and Shin right there. The next word we're going to discuss is Berosh, which is spelled with a B, R, and Shin. So it's this except for Aleph. So this means tree, cypress tree, actually. These two together, the Shin and Yod, means gift. And again, Tav means cross or covenant. Okay, let's try to put this together. The Son of God destroyed by his own hand on the cross with thorns on his head, hung up on a tree as a gift of the covenant. Wait, so Jesus was in the beginning? Yes. In John 1:1, what does it say? In the beginning was the Word. And who was the Word? The Word was God. The Word was with God. So since the very beginning, Jesus had always been